I
Wonderfully.
come from Bangalore, India, and my expertise is diabetes management. The reason my nutrition company, my name is Parimala. When you reverse it in English, it is called Allah Mirac. The reason being, our company's founding principle, we all believe that any human being at any point of time can reverse their way back to health and wellness. My journey 30 years ago, 3 decades ago, at the age of 24, I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic. Now, many a times, life doesn't give us what we want. But when you take the bricks, bats, and convert it into a bouquet, that is what life is. So, what happened was, once I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic 30 years ago, there was absolutely no technology. At present, what we have, the diabetes care that can be managed with just the enhancement in technology and innovations has been so high. I started at a time when, if we had to know what our blood glucose was, we had to go to a lab and have our blood drawn and get our blood reports. From there, when we moved on, when there was a digital innovation where you could have a glucometer, it seemed such a great miracle to just think you can stay at home, use an instrument, and get to know your blood sugars without visiting a hospital or a lab. From there, the revolution in innovation in digital healthcare has grown to such vast extent by leaps and bounds. Today, I own a copyrighted diet process which is called GLAM diet, glucose level assisted monitoring diet. Now, the foundation principle of this GLAM diet is continuous glucose monitoring. From starting with having to go to a lab to have your blood drawn to understand what is happening within your body today in 2023, the leaps and bounds of technology is any part of the world you can be. You just apply a small sensor onto your arm that gives you almost, there are so many different instruments. So the one I'm talking about is you get thousands of blood glucose readings and you are able to take very informed decisions about how to get your blood sugars under control. There is an inexplicable link between nutrition, food choices, stress management, sleep, and your diabetes control. Along with diabetes, we all know the entire world universe is going through the pandemic of obesity. What was, when I was a youngster, maybe 15, 20 years back, we would only hear elders above 45, 50 who had metabolic disorders. But unfortunately, the way the world is progressing now, I get kids as young as 4 years and 5 years with hypertension, their lipid profiles all over the place, and type 2 diabetes. So the entire reason for all this is lack of completely understanding what is happening in our lives, and how wonderful that there is technology now to guide you rather than doing a guesswork in trying to get your health under better control. By using the latest in diabetes healthcare, we are able to understand what exactly is happening within our body and make the changes accordingly. Now, this within a span of 10 days shows you what your estimated HbA1c can be in the next 3 months. And these informed choices has made such a huge impact on the population in both rural and urban sector, because human beings are basically creatures of habit. So when there is a positive change in the way we are eating, there is a healthier lifestyle involved. Now, with the help of digital healthcare, meeting up with doctors over teleconference, telemedicine, and yes, now diabetes management, we have also so many various innovative products which we use in our nutrition company. For example, there is a product where you just have to keep it under your bed, where along with your heart rate, it also tells you, it will study your sleep pattern, it will study your heart rates and tell you if there are chances that you could be, there is a variation in your heart, and do you have to consult with a doctor for that. We all know about the latest in technology like your Fitbit, which tells you, which monitors your heart rate, which monitors different aspects of your body. Now, innovation has been such a forefront in my nutrition company. 6 years back, when we started the company, we did not have this technology know how of how to connect to the world. The patients also did not know, because the patients whom I cater to were basically middle class people, and they were not very well versed with technological advancements. But COVID brought about a massive change in the way technology has become a part of our life. Now, healthcare is so easily accessible to people all across the world. Remote villages in Karnataka, the state that I come from, we have telecalling, we have telemedicine, we have teleconsultation with doctors, and without moving from any, exactly like this World Innovation and Tech Expo, we are having experts all across the world where we are able to provide systematically the solutions which that particular village, that particular sector of people require. The CGM, or continuous glucose monitoring, is completely revolutionizing the way diabetes is managed, the way obesity can be controlled. This again would lead to a higher impact in the society. In our company, the way we work with CGM was initially, it was completely restricted to going to a person where they had to come and meet us or we had to go. But all thanks to things like Zoom calls, things like Skype, things like different apps, which with just touch of the app, you just download the app into your mobiles, you are able to monitor your blood glucose ranges, you're able to take informed decisions about how healthy you can be. What started as a small entrepreneur in a small place today has spread throughout the globe. I'm extremely humbled and honored to say that Kannadigas, the people from Karnataka settled across the globe, are my clients, and all this happens without me having to travel to any place. And all this is thanks due to technology. Any person at any age, when we make the nutritional changes, along with the guidance of our doctors, along with embracing healthy lifestyle, anybody can get their way back into health and wellness. I would like to take this opportunity for any startup over there. What should you do? How can you be a part of world innovation? First, if you find this, there are many times questions come up that the entire world, the percentage of startups is so high, can I also make a mark? And yes, definitely you can, for the simple reason, when you put yourself into the shoes of the problem, you are able to find innovative solutions. Now, CGM has been there in the market for more than 15 years, And it was basically used by doctors to understand how to titre and monitor medications. In the year 2017, when CGM was newly introduced to India, me being a diabetic, I wanted to understand how do I go beyond just understanding what is happening within my body. This urge to know how do I get the best out of what information I am getting out there led me to experiment with myself, my family, my friends about how different factors affect our blood sugars. It's an extremely interesting concept to realize. You can have the same medication, you can have the same food, but if you are stressed, your blood sugars are all over the place. They just shoot up. Many a times we never associate such a high blood sugar range for stress. What about lack of hydration? Anytime there is lack of hydration, you also find that your sugar ranges shoot up. What happens when you include a new workout regime into your already existing regime? When the cortisol levels shoot up, for the first few days, when a diabetic tries a different form of workout like a HIIT or is training different, you can see that the sugar levels shoot up, and as your body gets adjusted to your workout, it starts coming low. Technology is there, but how smartly can you derive information from that? How smartly can you take the information which the CGM, the technology provided, and create innovative solutions is the key. That is where I have been excelling in the last 6 years. Now, the reach is global, all thanks to different word of mouth, the social media, the technology where with just a call, with just a video call, we are able to completely set right not one, but thousands of people's lives out there in the world. My takeaway from what I would love to share with you all is I started my company at the age of 49 years. Startups are usually for youngsters. That's what is there in mind. But no, I completely believe if you are passionate, if you want to leave your footprint in this world, be smart. Use the latest available technology, derive information from it, do permutation, combination, just give back to the society the the vast information which is out there in sizable understandable format, and yes, you will be able to set your mark. So anybody interested to know more about how this nutrition and CGM and about my diet process, glam diet, which is making waves across the globe, a very simple way to reach out to me is my name is Parimala. Reverse it in English and on Google. The complete details about how this procedure works, how this methodology works is there. I'm very happy and proud to say that I've conducted numerous studies, and these studies have been published in international magazines, in endocrinology magazines, where we have proven that the power of nutrition is so high. It completely gets so many metabolic disorders to the best control possible at whatever age you are. Thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share my journey using technology and creating a change in this world. Thank you so much.